Hola amigos, Crispy Bro here, and yes, I am back with another top 10. Today we are doing top 10 minisodes, also known as mini episodes. You guys seem to react really positively to the top 10 I did about 3 months ago. The top 10 reused locations, that was a very fun video to make, and you guys really seemed to dig it, like it a lot. But someone that didn't really like it a lot was BBC. I got 4 copyright claims on that video. So I'm gonna do things a bit differently this video and actually, you know, show my face, so fade away now. And we're gonna just, instead of showing, you know, videos and like clips from it, I'll be, you know, showing pictures and, you know, little boxes off to the side of it, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing. Ever since Doctor Who returned in 2005, the amount of mini episodes has just gone up exponentially, and most of the time these minisodes are really rather entertaining to watch. So I've compiled a list of my personal top 10 minisodes, so let's do it. Coming in at number 10 is The Doctor's Meditation. This one was a Series 9 prequel when the Doctor was going through that random stage where he was like scared to talk to Davros or something. It is a very comedic minisode. It feels like it probably should have been written for Matt Smith, and it also uses a lot of music from the Matt Smith era. Like, I'm pretty sure towards the end Amy's theme pops up, so that's a bit odd. It does, however, show Capaldi's comedic chops and how much of a funny bloke he can be, and it's just a good laugh. It's a good laugh. I like it. Coming in at number 9 is the Time and Space one, I believe it's called. The one they did for Red Nose Day in 2011, where the TARDIS is inside a TARDIS, and it's just brilliant. I love this one so much. This was one of the first minisodes I ever watched, because I only got into it in about Series 6-ish, and I just thought how brilliant it was, and how self-contained I guess it was. Yeah, like, I've shown this to friends who barely even watch Doctor Who, and they got it and they laughed at some bits that, you know, I didn't even laugh at the first time I watched it. So it's really tight and really funny. Coming in at number 8 is The Great Detective. This was the 2012 prequel to The Snowman. Obviously, after the departure of the Ponds, you know, Matt Smith, he's all very depressed. He's got a top hat on now. He's got a new outfit, and the Paternoster gang are in this, and they are just funny. Strax, I love Strax. Strax is one of my favorite characters. But yes, this was also a quite comedic one, but it did take itself, you know, seriously towards the end to show, you know, how the Doctor is, you know, grieving over the loss of the Ponds, and it was a really good setup to, you know, set the scene for the Snowman. Coming in at number 7 is the Bells of St. John prequel, which is obviously a prequel to the Bells of St. John. I know, what an imaginative title. Anywho, I really did enjoy this prequel because, you know, it was fresh off the Snowman. Everyone's wondering, whoa, what's the deal with Clara? What's she doing? And so you watch this and you're like, wait, why is, you know, the Doctor just sitting at a swing set talking to some girl? So I thought it was real cute, and because, you know, the Doctor goes around time and space meeting people, why wouldn't he have a conversation in a playground? And then in its little runtime, it manages to set up a nice bombshell at the end that the little girl he was talking to the whole time was Clara freaking Oswald. He was right there with her. Oh my goodness. Coming right in at numero 6 is Friend from the Future, the most recent minisode that introduced us to the new companion, Bill, played by Pearl Mackie. This clip was just possibly the most creative way to introduce a companion, in my humble opinion. It was great. We got to see conversation between the Doctor and Bill. We got to see a kind of a little taste of what she's going to be like. And, you know, Capaldi's always just on his A game. I like how he's just like, shh. Coming in at number 5 are some of the Series 5 DVD set, I believe. They're called like Bad Night, Good Night, or something like that. I haven't done my research very well, obviously. But my favorite ones out of those are the ones that involve River Song, because, you know, her character was very, very fresh, and, you know, we got to see more of what she's like and her relationship with the Doctor. And then there's a bit where there's like multiple rivers. It's just, you know, Stephen Moffat isms in their finest, I think. It's quite fun. Coming in at number 4 is the 2013 prequel, He Said, She Said, and this one was just so so different for a Doctor Who prequel, I guess. It wasn't your traditional, you know, set the scene, write a story. It was more a monologue from both Jenna Coleman and Matt Smith, and it really showed their acting chops. It almost felt like theatre, because they were basically, you know, saying to the camera, what do they say? Alrighty, we are getting into the top 3 now. It is very, very exciting. At number 3, we have Pond Life. This was a series of 5 very short minisodes, and they were just jam-packed full of goodness. Because Doctor Who went on a small hiatus after The Doctor, the Widow and the Wardrobe, because it didn't come back for a few months. After that, it didn't come back till September. Nothing compared to what we're going through now. These minisodes were a really good insight into the Pond's life, obviously, and what chaos, you know, the Doctor has brought upon their life without him even being there. Like, when the Ood comes into it, I thought that was just hilarious. It's written by Chris Chibnall, our new showrunner for 2017, so that should be fun. Hope we see some more of that kind of writing, I guess, in a few episodes. This was a very, very tough call as to what I should make number 2 and 1, but number 2 will be Time Crash. This one was done for Children in Need, I believe. Yeah, and it saw David Tennant and Peter Davison crash. They're in the same TARDIS, and you know, they're making funny quips about how they look and stuff, and it was really cool because, you know, we hadn't seen you know, a modern day Doctor talk to a previous Doctor, and it's a really sweet one as well. You know, towards the end you're like, oh, that's very nice, that's very nice. Anyways, the moment you have all been waiting for, the moment you have all been very, very patient to see, the number 1 minisode, in my humble opinion, is The Night of the Doctor. This minisode saw the return of Paul McGann, and it was action-packed. You know, it got me so pumped for the 50th, it got me so pumped to see more about John Hurt's Doctor, but it was really sweet that they did bring Paul McGann, you know, a classic Doctor who he only had 1 movie, back for his own minisode, and it's so good. It's so good. It starts off with the plane crashing, you know, this girl's requesting a doctor, and I'm like, oh yeah, Matt Smith will pop up, you know, whatever. Paul McGann pops up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my jaw drops to the ground, my eyes are wide open. I'm like, did they actually do it? Did they actually bring back Paul McGann for this? Well done, BBC. Well done. Woo! And yes, that brings us to the end of this top 10. I hope you had a fabulous time, because I know I did. If there are any other top 10s you wish me to make, please leave them in the comments below. And if there are any minisodes I missed or you want me to watch, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you. So yes, as always, please like, please subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Allons-y!
Hello, I'm the Doctor, and you should subscribe to Crispy right now. Do it. What's the harm? Just click subscribe, it's easy, it's simple. Thank you.
Hello?
Hey, handsome. So I'm just in Target.
You're not in Target, you're in a Crispy Pro video. How do you feel?